Seriously?
Yeah, it's really long.
Like,
And there's like no chorus. It just keeps going. That's how it starts. We go back to your house. We check the charts and start to figure it out. And if it's crowded, all the better, because we know we're gonna be up late. And if you're worried about the weather, then you picked the wrong place to stay. That's how it starts. And so it starts. We switch the engine on. We set controls for the heart of the sun. One of the ways that we show our age. And if the sun comes up, if the sun comes up, if the sun comes up, and I still don't want to stagger home, then it's the memory of our betters that are keeping us on our feet. Oh, you spend the first 5 years trying to get with the plan, and the next 5 years trying to be with your friends again. Oh, you're talking 45 turns just as fast as you can. Yeah, I know it gets tired, but it's better when we pretend. It comes apart the way it does in bad films, except the part where the moral kicks in. But when we're running out of the drugs and the conversation's grinding away, I wouldn't trade one stupid decision for another 5 years of life. Hey, you drop the first 10 years just as fast as you can, and the next 10 people who are trying to be polite. Oh, you're dropping 85 days in the middle of France. Yeah, I know it gets tired. Only where are your friends tonight? And to tell the truth, oh, this could be the last time. So here we go, like a sales force into the night. Hey, and if I made a fool, if I made a fool, if I made a fool on the road, there's always this. And if I'm sued into submission, I can still come home to And with a face like a dad in a laughable stance, you can sleep on the plane or review what you said. When you're drunk and the kids look impossibly tan, you think over and over, hey, I'm finally dead. And when the trip and the plan fall apart in your hand, you can turn it on yourself, you ridiculous clown. When you forget what you meant when you read what you said, and yeah, I knew you were tired, but then where are your friends tonight? Where are your friends tonight? Where are your friends tonight? Hide. If I could see all my friends tonight. If I could see all my friends tonight. If I could see all my friends tonight. If I could see all my friends tonight.
Hello and welcome to It Might Get Personal. Today's guest is Roberto Baldwin.
Hello.
You may know him from the internet. And that was...
LCD Soundsystem's All My Friends.
All My Friends. LCD Soundsystem. And so the thing you were playing was a sampler?
It's an MTC 1000, it's a sequencer. I actually bought it for another band that I still haven't even really started. I just got another person in the band, and then I bought that, and then... But I have this like very strict no computers, no iPads, no iPhones type of rule on stage. Mm-hmm. And this other band's just two people, so it's supposed to be like triggered samples and a drummer.
Oh, okay.
And so I bought it for that, and then this came up, and I can't play an instrument really, and I can barely play guitar, and there's no way I can play a guitar and sing.
All right. So
I cheated, is what I'm saying.
So you have a strict no computers rule on stage, which means you perform on stage.
Yes.
So you're in a band.
Yeah.
So what is that band?
It's North American Scum. It started as an LCD Soundsystem cover band, and now we do a lot more. Right. We'll do The Police. We do Talking Heads. We also do like hardcore. We do like Mission to Burma. Oh. And it's just anything that we think has a good like bass line and beat that people will dance to, and it's fast.
Okay. That makes sense. So why that particular song? Why did you want to do that? All the songs are kind of written for LCD Soundsystem from the perspective of someone's in like their mid to late 30s, and I'm 38. See, I don't even know how old I am. That's what happens when you get old, kids. Don't know how old. And so I like that kind of perspective, and the song is about how you rushed past high school to do all these things to become this like great person, to get this career, and for some of us, we've kind of lost touch with our friends. Mm-hmm. And because of that, they've moved on to other things, and you just kind of like drift away from these like, school friends and childhood friends. And the song kind of talks about how you've done all these things to be this like better person, and you're not really, you don't have any friends, you don't have, it's kind of trying to get all those people back. Mm-hmm. And so I kind of like post high school, I didn't do anything for a couple of years and went to college, and there was a few years where I just wasn't talking to my friends, and now we're talking, and some of them have done like great things, and some of them, they just have regular jobs, and if they're happy, I don't, that's all that matters. But right. It's good to have friends. and it's good to have a job.
Yeah, and it's good to have a job. That's especially now. So
yeah.
Woo.
And so you started an LCD sound system cover band. Was that band particularly meaningful for you in any way, or was it just?
I really like the band. I like the dancey punk aesthetics of the band. It was very much like an electronic band, but it had a lot of like punk influences, and I kind of gravitated toward that. And when I found out they were breaking up, I was actually in the store, and I was kind of like, oh, that sucks. But bands break up, so I leave them wanting more, Right. And so I decided, I'm like, oh, it'd be awesome is for their last show, which was in New York, which I'm too cheap to fly to New York to see a show of a band I love. I'm like, oh, they should like live stream it, like at a club or something in the city. We could all go and watch it. And I'm like, oh, someone should like start a cover band of LCD Soundsystem and play like a show on the same day.
I should start a cover band of an LCD Sounds. And so like, and I had 5 weeks to like just kind of get a bunch of people together. We learned 9 songs. We cut down to 8 songs because one song was just super depressing. We got, you know, we booked the place. We got a bunch of people to show up, and it just kind of like just snowballed from there.
Cool. So I am not all that familiar with LCD Soundsystem myself, but they seem like one of those bands that engenders deep love. Like it seemed like people were really, really shattered that they broke up.
Yeah, I don't want to say they started a genre but it did kind of feel like, you know, the lyrics are like a book. Like every song is a story. It's the sort of like, here's a part, here's a chorus, here's a part. That a lot of that doesn't happen. So you're just kind of like listening to these stories that are set to this like sort of dancey punk beat. Mm-hmm. And I think the danceable part, I think, really resonated with, like, you know, when you're younger and you're 20 and you're just like full of energy and you want to punch something or run around in circles or dance. And then, you know, in your 30s you get a little bit more introspective and you're just kind of like, oh, you know. And I think it kind of spoke to a lot of different people. And the fact that he wasn't like a rock star is maybe a little heavy set. He was like an MMA. He really liked MMA fighting and. But he seems just like this regular dude who's just like, right. I got a band and, you know, we play music and I have and he also has like a strict no computers on stage type thing.
Oh, really?
And, you know, he made this music and then suddenly he had to create a band for it. And, and it's just, it was a really fun show to go to when I saw them. And the music's really, it's fun, but with, you know, some meaning and, yeah, it just seemed like it kind of clicked for a lot of people at the right time.
So the band that you're in now, it's not you don't just play LCD Soundsystem songs anymore.
No, we have a majority is still LCD just because it works really, really well. Like people will come to the show and they don't know who LCD Soundsystem is, and we'll play the songs and they'll enjoy it, which to me is something, you know. And we play at, you know, bars and stuff. And when people go to a bar, and they just want happy music most of the time. Right. Just fun music they can dance to, and if it has a meaning, it does. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I've been in that sort of punk band where we played the sort of, like some downer songs, and we played the other song, and everything meant like so much to you, and it was like, it was this little piece of your heart, and you're putting it out there, and people in the audience are like... And so, yeah, the whole band...
Or ordering another beer.
Or they're talking, and you're like, don't you know I'm sharing my life with you? But this gives us the opportunity to play songs that we really like. Everyone in the band has a pretty eclectic taste, but we have like a sort of like, you know, dancey. We want something that's fast. Right. And you know, if all else fails, play the song faster. That's our deal.
And so what is it? Do you get? What kind of crowd do you get? Is it an older crowd, younger crowd? Is it just a bar crowd?
A lot of times it's your friends, you know. Right. You kind of talk your friends into going to these shows. When you're in a band, you're like, you know, you're just like, please come to my show. And they go to one show and they're like, I've seen your show. So every show we like learn like 3 or 4 new songs. We mix up the set list. We do get a, you know, if it's not our friends, it's really kind of a bar crowd depending on where we play. And they, you know, they seem to like it, and we always end up playing last, which is not good when you're like in your 30s and your later 30s and you just want to go home.
I go to sleep.
Yeah, I'm tired. Oh, can we get the 20-something like year old like hipster band to play last? Why am I playing last? I need to go take a nap.
Aging in bars.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Well, that was the first time that we've had an electronic song.
I feel like I'm cheating.
No,
I feel like everyone's coming with guitars and you're accompanying them.
Yeah, I know, but we talked about it. And so for those of you who have not yet decided that you're coming on the show, the deal was Robert asked if he could do this song and would it be cheating to use this sequencer, and I said as long as you program it, no. So there you go. You can't bring in a karaoke track, but you can if you can program a sequencer, bring that in. All right, well, cool. Thank you for coming in.
Thanks. This was fun.
It was cool. I liked it. This has been Roberto Baldwin. I'm David McCree. This has been It Might Get Personal. We'll see you next time.